Welcome to our meeting this morning. And before we get started, I'd like to ask everyone to please bow your heads for a moment of silent reflection. Amen. Thank you. Okay. Mr. Pratt.
Good morning, Mr. Chairman. For our first item of business, we need to set the time of the next meeting, and due to the holidays, I suggest that we make it Wednesday, January the 9th at 2 p.m.
That sounds good. Wednesday the 9th at 2 p.m.
Mr. Chairman, Commissioners, first item on the agenda is the request of Sandhill Connections, LLC, for an extension of the expiration date for the Central Office Code 843690.
Mr. Chairman.
Commissioner Hamilton.
Mr. Chairman, I would move we grant the extension of time as requested by Sandhills Connections, LLC, until April 2019 for the utilization of the 690 number block due to issues with vendor network interconnection issues. So move, Mr. Chairman.
Thank you. You've heard Commissioner Hamilton's motion. Questions or comments? Not all in favor, please say aye. Aye. All opposed, no. The motion carries.
Mr. Chairman and Commissioners, in items 2 and 3, docket number 2014-188C and 2001-204C, we have interconnection agreements between Bell South Telecommunications LLC, DBA AT&T South Carolina, and New Horizons Corp., and an agreement between Bell South Telecommunications, DBA AT&T South Carolina, and Matrix Telecom.
Mr. Chairman.
Commissioner Elam.
Mr. Chairman, I move we grant the request to approve the Second Amendment to the interconnection agreement between New Horizons Communication Corporation and Bell South Telecommunications LLC, DBA AT&T South Carolina, in docket 2014-188C, and also to approve the Fifth Amendment to the interconnection agreement between Matrix Telecom LLC, DBA Matrix Business Technologies, and Bell South Telecommunications LLC, DBA AT&T South Carolina. So moved.
Thank you. You've heard Commissioner Elam's motion. Questions or comments? If not all in favor, please say aye. Aye. All opposed, no. Motion carries. Thank you.
Mr. Chairman and Commissioners, in items 4 through 6, item number 4, docket 2016-140G, we have a service agreement between South Carolina Electric and Gas Company and Sequa Corporation, DBA Precoat Metals Division. In item number 5, we have docket number 2007-37G, which is a natural gas agreement between South Carolina Electric and Gas Company and Amick Farms, LLC. And in item number 6, we have docket number 2009-171G, which is a natural gas service agreement between South Carolina Electric and Gas Company and Coastal Carolina University.
Mr. Chairman.
Commissioner Williams.
Mr. Chairman, I move that we approve the transportation agreement with firm gas standby between South Carolina Electric Gas Company and Sequa Corporation, with Amick Farms, and with Coastal Carolina University. So move, Mr. Chairman.
Thank you. You've heard Commissioner Williams' motion. Are there questions or comments? Not all in favor, please say aye. Aye. All opposed, no. And the motion carries. Thank you.
Chairman, Commissioners, in item number 7, we have 2 dockets, 2018-318E, 2018-319E, which is the application of Duke Energy Progress, LLC, for adjustments in electric rates and schedules, and likewise the application of Duke Energy Carolinas, LLC, for adjustments in electric rates and schedules. And we have a request for admission pro hoc vici.
Mr. Chairman.
Commissioner Hamilton.
Mr. Chairman, I would move we approve the petition for admission pro hoc vici of John T. Burnett, Esquire, and Molly M. Jagger-Nathan, Esquire, filed on behalf of Duke Energy Carolinas, LLC, and Duke Energy Progress, LLC, The filing fees have been paid. So moved, Mr. Chair.
Thank you. You've heard Commissioner Hamilton's motion. Are there questions or comments? If not, all in favor, please say aye. All opposed, no. Motion carries.
Mr. Chairman, Commissioners, in item number 8, we have docket number 1995-1192E, proceeding for approval for of the Public Utility Regulatory Policies Act of 1978, avoided cost rates for electric companies. We have a request or motion for admission pro hoc vici of E. Brett Breitschwerd, filed on behalf of Duke Energy Carolinas, LLC, and Duke Energy Progress, LLC.
Mr. Chairman.
Commissioner Whitfield.
Mr. Chairman, I move that we approve the petition for admission pro hoc vici of E. Brett Breitschwart, Esquire, filed on behalf of Duke Energy Carolinas, LLC, and Duke Energy Progress, LLC. The filing fees have been paid.
You've heard Commissioner Whitfield's motion. Questions or comments? If not, all in favor, please say aye. All opposed, no. Motion carries.
Mr. Chairman and Commissioners, item number 9, we have docket number 2018-318E, the application of Duke Energy Progress, LLC, for adjustments in electric rate schedules and tariffs, and docket number 2018-319E, the application of Duke Energy Carolinas, LLC, for similar adjustments in rates and tariffs. We have the petition to intervene filed on behalf of Walmart Incorporated.
Mr. Chairman,
Commissioner Urban.
I move that we grant the petition to intervene on behalf of Walmart Incorporated in dockets number 2018-318E and 2018-319E. So moved.
You've heard Commissioner Urban's motion. Questions or comments? If not, all in favor, please say aye.
Aye.
All opposed, no. Motion carries. Thank you.
Chairman and Commissioners, item number 10, which is docket number 2018-321E and 322E, which are the applications of Duke Energy Carolinas, LLC, and Duke Energy Progress, LLC, for approval of proposed electric transportation pilot and an accounting order to defer capital cost and operating expenses. We have a petition to intervene filed on behalf of Sierra Club.
Mr. Chairman.
Commissioner Elam.
Mr. Chairman, I move we grant the petitions to intervene on behalf of Sierra Club in docket numbers 2018-321E and 2018-322E. So moved.
Okay, you've heard Commissioner Elam's motion. Questions or comments? If not, all in favor, please say aye. All opposed, no. Motion carries. Thank you.
Mr. Chairman and Commissioners, in items 11, 12, and 13, which is docket 2019-2E, the annual review of base rates for fuel costs for South Carolina Electric and Gas Company, we have a request for petitions for intervention filed on behalf of CMC Steel Carolina, South Carolina, the South Carolina Energy Users Committee, and the South Carolina Solar Business Alliance Incorporated.
Mr. Chairman.
Commissioner Elam.
Mr. Chairman, I move we grant the petitions to intervene filed in docket 2019-2E by CMC Steel South Carolina, South Carolina Energy Users Committee, and South Carolina Solar Business Alliance. So moved.
You've heard Commissioner Elam's motion. Questions or comments? Not all in favor, please say aye. Aye. All opposed, no. The motion carries. Thank you.
In item 14, docket number 2018-10E, which is Duke Energy Carolina, LLC's 2018 Integrated Resource Plan, we have a request for an extension of time until January 31, 2019 to submit comments regarding the Integrated Resource Plan filed on behalf of South Carolina Coastal Conservation League, Southern Alliance for Clean Energy, Upstate Forever, and the South Carolina Solar Business Alliance Incorporated.
Mr. Chairman,
Commissioner Urban.
I move that we grant the request for an extension of time until January 31, 2019 for submission of analysis of the Duke Energy Carolinas, LLC 2018 Integrated Resource Plans for South Carolina. No party will be prejudiced by the extension of time sought by the Solar Business Alliance, and the request has been additionally supported by the South Carolina Coastal Conservation League, the Southern Alliance for Clean Energy, and Upstate Forever. So moved.
You've heard Commissioner Irvin's motion. Are there questions or comments? If not, all in favor, please say aye.
Aye.
All opposed, no. The motion carries. Thank you.
Chairman and Commissioners, item number 15 involves docket numbers 1980-251E, which is PURPA, and docket number 1998-419E, which is a request to Duke Energy Progress, LLC, for confidential treatment of certain avoided cost data. We have a request for consideration of Duke Energy Carolinas, Duke Energy Progress Incorporated request for confidential treatment of the 2017 Avoided Cost Information Report.
Mr. Chairman,
Commissioner Irvin,
I move that we approve the request for confidential treatment of the 2017 Avoided Cost Information Report of Duke Energy Carolinas, LLC, and Duke Energy Progress Incorporated in dockets numbers 2980-251E and 1998-419E. So moved.
thank you. You've heard Commissioner Irvin's motion. Questions or comments? If not, all in favor, please say aye. Aye. All opposed, no. The motion carries. Thank you.
Chairman and Commissioners, in item number 16, which is docket number 2015-136E, we have a request to increase the participation limit in the prepaid advantage program to 6,000 customers and extend the pilot through May 31, 2019 for Duke Energy Carolinas, LLC.
Mr. Chairman.
Commissioner Williams.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. Mr. Chairman, the pay-as-you-go pilot program is designed to give customers the control and flexibility to pay in real time for electricity used. In its latest request, the utility seeks approval from the Commission to increase the participation limit of the program from 4,000 customers to 6,000 customers and extend it through May 31st, 2019. The extension would allow the company to continue to serve the program's existing customers and will ensure the company does not have to turn away interested customers during the extension period. The program is currently scheduled to terminate on December 31st, 2018. The Office of Regulatory Staff does not oppose the company's request, but reserves the right to review the program and any cost recovery related to the program in any future filings. As such, Mr. Chairman, I move that we approve the extension of the pay-as-you-go pilot program. So moved, Mr. Chairman.
Thank you, Commissioner Williams. You've heard his motion. Are there questions or comments? If not, all in favor, please say aye.
Aye.
All opposed, no. And the motion carries.
Item number 17 involves docket number 2018-374E, the application of Duke Energy Progress, LLC, for approval of the transfer and sale of property in Apex, North Carolina.
Mr. Chairman.
Commissioner Whitfield.
Mr. Chairman, I move that we approve the request of Duke Energy Progress to sell a parcel of property comprising an area of 71 acres. The property is located in the city of Apex within Wake County, North Carolina, and is currently vacant. The book value of the property is $77,082, and the computed tax value of the property is $253,840. The property has been appraised at $2,627,500 as of June 2018. The property is to be sold to the Wake County Board of Education for its appraised value for the use in building a new school. Mr. Chairman, I would note that ORS does not oppose the transfer. So move.
Thank you. You've heard Commissioner Whitfield's motion. Are there questions or comments? Not all in favor, please say aye. Aye. All opposed, no. The motion carries. Thank you.
Mr. Chairman and Commissioners, in item number 18, we have docket number 2018-376E, and it's a request of South Carolina Electric and Gas Company for permission to transfer real property, obtain certain waivers associated with real property transfers, and approve the use of bill inserts and election of bill credits, along with requests for expedited consideration.
Mr. Chairman.
Commissioner Elam.
Mr. Chairman, SCE&G has agreed to create and fund a customer benefit fund or CBF, as a result of a settlement agreement reached in the Lightsey versus SC&G case, as well as proceedings before this commission in docket numbers 2017, 207, 305, and 370. In order to implement the CBF, the company is requesting the following approvals in an expedited fashion. Number one, to transfer their Meeting Street and Franklin branch properties listed in the request to the CBF Trust, each with values in excess of $1 million. Number two, waive the bid requirements on real property in excess of $50,000 on the same Meeting Street and Franklin branch properties, as well as other non-utility and utility properties listed in the request, and those are Exhibits D and E. Three, to waive the requirements that the company notify the Commission of any subdivision of properties listed in the settlement agreement with market values of less than $150,000. And four, provide a bill insert to the company's current customers within 45 days after the later of one, the court's preliminary approval of the settlement agreement in the Lightsey case, or two, the Commission's approval of the requests in this docket. The company is also requesting approval to distribute checks to former customers and to give current customers the option of a check or bill credit for payment of their pro rata share of CBF benefits. As ORS points out, it was not a party to the settlement in the Lightsey case. Furthermore, ORS states the request contains multiple complex issues which ORS has not fully reviewed. Therefore, ORS requests, and I move, that any Commission ruling granting this request shall include instruction to the company that the request shall not be interpreted to or allowed to shift any costs to ratepayers. With that said, the formation of the CBF appears generally not to be inconsistent with the Commission's ruling in the nuclear dockets and frees up funds for ratepayer relief. Therefore, I move that we approve the requests. So moved.
Thank you. You've heard Commissioner Elam's motion. Are there questions or comments? If not, all in favor, please say aye. Aye. All opposed, no. And the motion carries. Thank you.
Chairman and Commissioners, item number 19 involves docket numbers 2018-321E and 322E, which are the applications of Duke Energy Carolinas, LLC and Duke Energy Progress, LLC, for approval of a proposed electric transportation pilot and an accounting order to defer capital and operating expenses.
Mr. Chairman.
Commissioner Irvin.
ORS requests that the Commission hold the comment period and any further action in these dockets in abeyance to allow ORS an opportunity to facilitate a stakeholder process. Therefore, I move we grant the request to hold these matters in abeyance and give ORS that opportunity to facilitate a stakeholder process. A report is to be filed on or before March the 1st of 2019 for the Commission's consideration. So moved.
Thank you. You've heard Commissioner Irvin's motion. Are there questions or comments? If not, all in favor, please say aye. Aye. All opposed, no. The motion carries. Thank you.
Chairman and Commissioners, in item number 20, we have docket 2018-380E. South Carolina Electric and Gas Company is requesting an exception to Commission Regulation 103-327A.
Mr. Chairman.
Commissioner Howard.
Chairman, Commission regulations require all service delivered to a new individually owned property building to be individually metered. SC&G reports that its employees overlooked that prohibition on master metering when the master metering was released by the developer. Now, several buildings are complete, and it would be difficult or impractical to install individual meters. There seems to be a preference from the apartment owners for this type of metering, such that flat rates may be charged for electrical service to the residents. It would be similar to a flat rate the residents charge for water, trash, and internet service already. We grant SC&G to waive the Commission Regulations 103-227A but limit the waiver to unique circumstances of this docket. SC&G is admonished to pay close attention to the rules that govern it. So moved, Mr. Chairman.
You've heard Commissioner Howard's motion. Are there questions or comments? If not, all in favor, please say aye.
Aye.
All opposed, no. The motion carries.
Mr. Chairman, Commissioners, in item 21, we have docket number 2016-253E, which is a natural gas agreement between South Carolina Electric and Gas Company and Orchid's Paper Products Company. Similarly, in item number 22, we have docket number 2015-309G, which is an agreement with Clarendon, GP Clarendon, formerly known as Grant Clarendon Incorporated. Item number 23, it's docket number 2015-420G between South Carolina Electric and Gas Company and GP Allendale LLP. And in item number 24, we have 2007-432G, natural gas agreement between South Carolina Electric and Gas Company and Allnex USA Incorporated.
Mr. Chairman.
Commissioner Whitfield.
Mr. Chairman, I would move that we grant the amendments to the transportation agreements in items 21 through items 24.
Thank you. You've heard Commissioner Whitfield's motion. Are there questions or comments? If not, all in favor, please say aye.
Aye.
All opposed, no. And the motion carries.
Chairman, item number 25 is docket number 2006-401G, which is the application of Piedmont Natural Gas Company for approval of GCRMs.
Mr. Chairman,
Commissioner Howard.
I move we approve Piedmont Natural Gas Company's GCRM number 147, which raises the benchmark cost of gas to $3 a decatherm to $3.75 per decatherm, effective with the first billing cycle in January of 2019. ORS has reviewed and has no objection to Piedmont's request. This change results in an increase of 0.07633 therms for sale rate schedules 201 through 204, 242 and 252, and an increase of 00133 therm for transportation schedules 213 and 214. Rate adjustments for the 2018 Rate Stabilization Act, as well as GCRM number 146 and GCM number 147, results in a monthly dead increase to residential customers using 100 therms of approximately $4.83 since November the 1st, 2018. So moved, Mr. Chairman.
Thank you. Commissioner Howard, did you say a monthly net decrease to residential customers?
Correct.
Okay, I was just making sure. Okay, you've heard Commissioner Howard's motion. Any questions or comments? Not all in favor, please say aye.
Aye.
All opposed, no.
The motion carries. Thank you.
Chairman and Commissioners, item number 26, docket number 2018-389E. We have the joint application of Duke Energy Carolinas LLC and Duke Energy Progress LLC for approval to transfer certain intercompany assets and for related accounting authority and request for expedited review.
Mr. Chairman.
Commissioner Williams.
Mr. Chairman, Duke Carolinas and Duke Progress seek approval of an intercompany transaction between Duke Energy Carolina and Duke Energy Progress for rotatable fleet spare components in anticipation of scheduled maintenance during a major outage. The utilities state that coordinating and optimizing the management of their respective rotatable fleet spare inventories may create a cost savings by allowing them to transfer the parts between them at fair market value. Specifically, the utilities propose an inventory-to-inventory transfer at the fair market value of $13,733,807 from Duke Energy Progress to Duke Energy Carolinas. The utilities assert that this would benefit the transferring utility by allowing efficient deployment of assets without penalizing the purchasing utility by requiring the transfer of used components to occur at a materially higher net book value, which in this case is $18,786,288. Duke Energy Progress would be able to transfer the assets for which it has no immediate need to Duke Energy Carolinas, and Duke Energy Carolinas would be able to obtain the assets it needs at the current moment at a fair market value. This increased coordination of inventory would result in the combined rotatable fleet spare inventory of Duke Energy Progress and Duke Energy Carolina being reduced, which would result in material cost savings for Duke Energy Progress and Duke Energy Carolinas, along with their ratepayers. In order to account for the difference between the transfer price and the cost of these assets, the utilities request authority to use the Federal Energy Regulatory Commission Uniform System of Accounts, account number 182.3, and account number 254. ORS has reviewed the request and does not oppose the petition. The request for relief set forth within the application would not involve a change to any of the company's retail rates or prices at this time or require any change in any commission rule, regulation, or policy. Additionally, the issuance of the requested accounting order would not prejudice the right of any party to address the prudency of these costs in Duke Energy Carolinas or Duke Energy Progress's next general rate case proceeding. The Commission has previously approved similar transfers of RFS assets and the associated accounting treatment. Mr. Chairman, for these reasons, I move that we approve the rotatable fleet spare inventories request along with the requested accounting treatment. So moved, Mr. Chairman.
Thank you. You've heard Commissioner Williams' motion. Are there questions or comments? Not all in favor, please say aye. Aye. All opposed, no. Motion carries. Thank you.
Mr. Chairman and Commissioners, items number 27 and 28 involve natural gas agreement amendments. Item number 27, we've got 2008, docket number 2008-278G, which is the agreement between South Carolina Electric and Gas Company and Ingevity of South Carolina, formerly known as Meade Westvaco Corporation. Item number 28, we have docket number 2016-62G, which is the agreement between SCE&G and Cooper River Partners, LLC.
Mr. Chairman.
Commissioner Hamilton.
Mr. Chairman, I would move that we grant approval of the amendments to transportation agreements and items 27 and 28 as read into the record by Mr. Pratt. So moved, Mr. Chair.
Thank you. You've heard Commissioner Hamilton's motion. Questions or comments? Not all in favor, please say aye. Aye. All opposed, no. The motion carries. Thank you.
Mr. Chairman and Commissioners, item number 29, docket number 2018-360W, where Carolina Water Service Incorporated is applying for approval to establish a hydrant meter program.
Mr. Chairman.
Commissioner Howard.
Thank you. On December the 5th, 2018, the Commission held this matter in abeyance, and according to CWS, in order for CWS to provide more detailed information regarding how a metered hydrant deters theft and non-revenue water use. The company responded stating that it is an industry-wide problem. CWS inserts that developers and contractors connected to the hydrant and take water for their purposes without paying for it. For example, CWS communicates that its employees recently caught a commercial tanker taking water from a hydrant. CWS states further that the problem is exacerbated when developers or contractors do not completely connect to the hydrant, which results in additional water loss. Additionally, when water is stolen without the benefit of a meter, the risk of flowback contamination increased. CWS maintains that the proposed hydrant meter program would provide developers and contractors with a lawful means to connect to a hydrant and purchase water while safeguarding the water supply against contamination. The tariff charge will ensure that the developer or contractor is the responsible party, pays for the water usage, and is not subsidized by CWS's customers. Moreover, the company argues that while the hydrant meter program will not assure against all water theft, the existence of the program will give the public the requisition notice of the hydrant meter requirement, providing CWS with necessary legal authority to prosecute criminal charges against the offender. CWS is hopeful that prosecution for water theft and damage to CWS's water system caused by contamination would deter further criminal activity. The Office of Regulatory Staff does not object to the application. Chairman, I move we approve Carolina Water Services Incorporated request to establish a hydrant meter program. Approved of the program does not necessarily change current rates for customers nor prejudice the right of any party to address the prudency of these costs in the company's next general rate case proceeding. So moved, Mr. Chairman.
Thank you. You've heard Commissioner Howard's motion. Are there questions or comments? Not all in favor, please say aye.
Aye.
All opposed, no. The motion carries.
Mr. Chairman and Commissioners, in item number 30, we have our three nuclear dockets, number 2017-207E, which is Friends of the Earth and Sierra Club complainants, petitioners versus South Carolina Electric and Gas Company, defendants respondent. Docket number 2017-305E, which is the request of the Office of Regulatory Staff for rate relief to South Carolina Electric and Gas Company's rates pursuant to SC Code annotated 58-27-920. And we have docket number 2017-370E, which is the joint application and petition of South Carolina Electric and Gas Company, Dominion Energy Incorporated, for review and approval of a proposed business combination between SCANA Corporation and Dominion Energy Incorporated, as may be required, and for a prudency determination regarding the abandonment of the VC Summer Units 2 and 3 project and associated customer benefits and cost recovery plans.
Mr. Chairman,
Commissioner Howard.
I move that the Commission adopt the notice presented to us by staff. I find that it is reasonably notice related to the Commissioner's directive dated December the 14th, 2018.
Thank you. You've heard Commissioner Howard's motion. Are there questions or comments? If not, all in favor, please say aye.
Aye.
All opposed, no. The motion carries. Thank you.
Mr. Chairman, that concludes our utilities agenda. Moving to transportation, items 1 through 10 are new applications. In docket number 1, in item number 1, we have docket number 2018-377T, the application of Affordable Transportation Service of SC LLC, Class C Charter. Number 2 is item number 2, docket number 2018-378T, the application of the Transporter SCNC LLC for Class C Charter. Item number 3 is docket number 2018-384T, the application of Norberto Loaiza, DBA Green Transportation Service for Class C Taxi. Item number 4 is docket number 2018-385C, the application of Care for Transportation LLC for Class C Stretcher Van. Item number 5, we have docket number 2018-387T, the application for Grand Strand Non-Medical Transportation LLC for Class C Non-Emergency. Item number 6, we have docket number 2018-388T, the application of Muna Nasir Sufi, DBA Adult Transportation for Class C Non-Emergency. Item number 7, we have docket number 2018-390T, the application of Marrakesh Incorporated, DBA MDL Transport for Class C Non-Emergency. Item number 8, we have docket number 2018-391T, the application of Crown One Limo and Transportation, LLC, for Class C Charter. Item number 9, we have docket number 2018-392T, application of Boyd's, the Exclusive Car Service, LLC, for Class C Charter. And then item number 10, we have docket number 2018-393T, which is the application of Grateful Medi Transportation, LLC, for a Class C non-emergency.
Mr. Chairman.
Commissioner Hamilton.
Mr. Chairman, I would move that we approve the applications in items 1 through 10 as read into the record by Mr. Pratt. So move, Mr. Chair.
Thank you. You've heard Commissioner Hamilton's motion. Are there questions or comments? If not all in favor, please say aye.
Aye.
All opposed, no. And the motion carries. Thank you.
Mr. Chairman, members of the commission, in items numbers 11 through 13, we have requests for reinstatement. Item number 11 is docket number 2017-158T, the application of Rosazina McCrae. Item number 12 is docket number 2017-104T, the application of Mary L. Ford. And in item number 13, we have docket number 2013-346T, which is the application of Yuta Cannon.
Mr. Chairman,
Commissioner Urban.
I move that we approve these requests for reinstatement in items 11, 12, and 13.
Thank you. You've heard Commissioner Urban's motion. Are there questions or comments? If not, all in favor, please say aye.
Aye.
All opposed, no. Motion carries.
Mr. Chairman, item number 14 is a request to cancel docket certificate and docket number 2011-73T for Pendergrass Moving Company, LLC, and docket number 2018-348T, which is petition of the Office of Regulatory Staff to revoke certificates of public convenience and necessity of certain motor carriers for failure to file annual reports and/or gross receipts for 2018.
Mr. Chairman,
Commissioner Whitfield.
I move that we grant the request of Pendergrass Moving Company, LLC, to cancel Class E Household Goods Certificate number 9785. So move.
Thank you. You've heard Commissioner Whitfield's motion. Are there questions or comments? Not all in favor, please say aye.
Aye.
All opposed, no. Motion carries. Thank you.
Mr. Chairman and Commissioners, item number 15 is docket number 2016-409T, the application of Brights Care, LLC, for a Class C non-emergency. We have a request to suspend their certificate number 9274 until December 7, 2019.
Mr. Chairman,
Commissioner Howard.
thank you. I move we grant the request of Brights Care, LLC, to suspend the Class C non-emergency certificate at number 9274 until December the 7th, 2019. So move, Mr. Chairman.
Thank you. You've heard Commissioner Howard's motion. Are there questions or comments? Not all in favor, please say aye. Aye. All opposed, no. The motion carries.
Chairman and Commissioners, our final item is number 16. We have docket number 2018-355T, Jason Kupiec, complainant petitioner, versus JMS Worldwide, LLC. We have a request to withdraw the complaint filed on behalf of Mr. Kupiec.
Mr. Chairman.
Commissioner Williams.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. On or about November 9th, 2018, a complaint against JMS Worldwide was filed by a person purporting to be Jason Kupiec. On or about December 4th, 2018, the Commission received a letter from another person claiming to be Jason Kupiec, stating that the complaint had been filed without his authorization or consent. The Commission's standing hearing officer has stayed all proceedings in this matter, and the Commission requests that the Office of Regulatory Staff ascertain the identities of the individuals who filed the complaint and/or the request to withdraw the complaint so that the Commission can be certain of the true identity and intent of Mr. Kupiec before issuing its ruling in this matter. In other words, Mr. Chairman, will the real Mr. Kupiec please stand up?
God, you beat me to it.
So move, Mr. Chairman.
You've heard Commissioner Williams' motion. Are there questions or comments? Not all in favor, please say aye. Aye. All opposed, no. And the motion carries.
Mr. Chairman, that concludes our agenda for today.
Thank you, Mr. Pratt. And this concludes a fairly interesting year at the Public Service Commission. Want to wish everyone happy holidays and a Merry Christmas as you enter into the next few weeks. And we'll return for our next business meeting in January. And we are adjourned.